I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with GERARD McTAGGART. Gerard, I told you 3 weeks ago when I watched you do the exhibition fight that was the first time I saw you fight, and I loved your style and I loved the way you boxed. And again, you didn't disappoint me tonight. You've got a fan-friendly style that I enjoy. So, how did you find it in there having a proper fight, not an exhibition?
No, it was good, mate. It was good to get 4 rounds back into under the belt. No, it was good. It was tough. You know, he was making things a bit hard for us. You know, talking to us in the ring and that as well. Try to put us off, try to take my mind off the game, but you know, it was good. I enjoyed it. I think I said to you last time, I just love to fight, mate. So, you know, I've been buzzing ever since I had that exhibition with Charlie. You know, I was buzzing to get back in and have date for real again. So, it was alright.
I mean, people would be looking at you. He was obviously a lot bigger than you looked like in the ring. It looked like you're fighting somebody 2 weight divisions above you. So, that being said, this fight was at lightweight, I believe. Was it? Yep. Is there sort of like ideas and talks of you moving down a little bit to guys maybe your size?
I know. So we had a lot of pellets. So it was meant to be lightweight. And then by Wednesday I never had an opponent, and he was the one that took it, and I had to jump up the weight. So, you know, it's no ideal, but I'll be definitely going back down to lightweight and having fights, because I felt it in there. I felt it myself, obviously having to be a wee bit heavier. But no, it was good anyway. It was good to, you know, if I'm performing good against super welters, then, you know, when I go down to lightweight, you know, nobody's stopping me, man. Nobody's stopping me either. I'm coming for them all.
Well, that lightweight division as well is a tasty little division to be in, especially in, again, being the biased jock that I am. I love to see my countrymen do well, and I love to see especially young guys like yourself get their opportunities. So my next question is, when are you next out, and what can we hope for in terms of plans for 2023?
Yeah, so I think we're out in June. You know, plans for 2023. You know, there's a lot of good fights out there in Scotland for me as well. You know, I'm not wanting to mess about. You know, I know there's a Scottish title fight in May, so, you know, I would be open to the idea of the winner for that. At lightweight or super lightweight, I'm not bothered. You know, I'm sure Lee's got a plan for me, but, you know, I'd fight anybody. So if I'm up for anything, you know. I
mean, talk to me about this warehouse, man. This just epitomises Glasgow. A warehouse, the roofs are leaking because it's pissing down in Glasgow. The roof's leaking, it's one warehouse, one ring, and the crowd has been in here from the very first fight, from the first round, from the first bell, and they're noisy for every single Scottish fighter that's walked out there. This just epitomises Glasgow for me in terms of just how grimy it is, and just everyone's up for a scrap.
No, it's like underground boxing in it, man. It's brilliant. You know, the Scottish crowd's always brilliant and always back their boys 110%. You know, I think definitely we're the best crowd out there, and he's proved today that we can make some noise, man, for our Scottish boys. It's brilliant, man.
You just heard Ryan Clark. It sounds like the crowd's going nuts. So it seems like young Ryan Clark, who's has just won his fight. I mean, but go back to the lightweight division. Like I said, I like your style. Like I said to you, the exhibition fight with Charlie, I was like, I've heard of GERARD McTAGGART, I heard that he signed with Lee, and I'm hearing things and that, but I've never seen you fight, and like I said, I enjoyed it. But when you look at sort of like these rankings right now, and you mentioned the Scottish title, but I'm sure you're aiming for bigger and better things. You're not in this game. You said you're coming for them all, so I'm guessing that you're aiming for that British title and world honours if when you get there.
You know, I'd never shy away from any fight, no matter who it was or what weight it is. You get what I mean? I proved that today. So I'm just willing to pick up any belt that's out there, whether it's a Scottish, a Celtic, you know, Commonwealth, anything out there just can put me into that status of fighting for the world title. You know, I'm still young, you know, I'm only 19, so there's no rush with me, but, you know, I've got a plan in my head, but I'm sure the management have a plan in their head as well. So, no, there is no rush, but I get too full of myself. I like to, you know, I want to just jump into it, you know what I mean, but, you know, it's no rush, you know what I mean.
I'm going to get you, 19-year-old, you're probably far away from these guys right now, but I'm going to get your thoughts on it anyway. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, you're a boxing fan, I know, Ger, so tell me about that fight. Who wins and how?
I think Gervonta Davis cleans him out quite late. You know, I think you know, when we watched Ryan Garcia against Luke Campbell's not a big puncher. He was skillful, but he's not a big puncher. And you see, he dropped Garcia. You know, Tank's different level, man. He's unreal. He's one that I look up to because he's sort of small, stocky, likes to move. You know, he can bang a bit. You get what I mean? So I like to pick up tips for him. But he's different gravy, man.
So you're the Scottish Gervonta Tank Davis, is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You know, I'm not saying that. You know, I want to make my own name for myself. So I'm just GERARD McTAGGART. You know, I'll make my own name and I'll make my own path. That's the route I'm going down.
Yeah, listen, I'm a fan of yours, man. So, and listen, I'll be following your career very, very closely, and you'll get used to this camera and this microphone in your face, mate. So, listen, well done again, brother. Well done. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,